that they're learning at an older age. But there's a man in the Bible. He was really strong. And God told him in the Old Testament that his strength was in his hair. So he had long hair that went all the way down his back. But God told him, your strength is in your hair. Don't let scissors ever touch your hair. Now, his name was Samson. That means if anyone cut his hair, his power was gone. Now he's going to be weak like the rest of every other man. So anyway, this pretty lady named Delilah kept coming on to him. Yep, her name was Delilah. And so one day she was like, Samson, tell me where your strength lies. Why are you so strong? And why can you knock down buildings? And why can you kill armies of people? Why are you so strong? And he would joke with her. He says, that's because, and he'll tell her a lie. And then she'll go and tell the soldiers, come and get him. But they found out, no, they try to attack him. But because he's so strong, he just wakes up and he breaks chains and they get away. And then he beat up the soldiers. But one day she says, I'm tired of you lying to me, because he lied to her like 3 times. She said, I really want to know. I'm going to leave you if you don't tell me. I ain't going to be your girlfriend if you don't tell me. Where does your strength lie? And he says, finally, it's in my hair. If anyone puts scissors to my head, I become like the next man. All of my strength is gone. Then she said, soldiers, come in. Soldiers came in and cut his hair all off. And he went to get up and get strong and break those chains, and those chains wouldn't break. He was like, uh-oh, my power is gone. He lost his power because he did what? He told Delilah what?
His secret.
His strength was in his hair. And when they cut his hair, now he was like another man. So now the soldiers took him and they put him in prison and they made him work. And they slaved, and he slaved for years in prison. But one day he said, Lord, he in prison now, he working, he's pushing big stones and moving rock. So he prayed and he said, Jesus. Well, back then it was God, because it's the Old Testament time. They didn't call God Jesus. He was like, if you give me my strength back one more time. He says after that, he didn't care. He just wanted to be, you can take my life, you can do whatever, but Lord, give me my strength one more time. And God granted him that. God gave him his power. And then he went, and they had put his eyes out. He couldn't see. He was blind. And so they took him and they stretched him between 2 pillars. 2 pillars is like this wall. Come here, Devin. And stand right here and stretch your arms out. I'm going to show you how God did it. Stretch your arms out. Stand this way. All right. Now stretch face me. Face me. Now put your arms straight out. Touch the walls on each side. Put your hands out on them. Stretch your hands out. Put your hands on the wall. Now act like you're going to push those walls down. Can you push those walls down? Push it as strong as you can, hard as you can. That's what Samson was doing. But it was thousands of people watching him. And he said, kid, put your arms back up there. He said, Lord, help me to knock these buildings down. And he kept pushing and pushing and pushing. Guess what happened? He knocked the walls down and the whole temple came down. All the people in the temple died, but he also died. But he was able to go to heaven because he asked God for what he wanted. That's how he knocked. And what is his name? Samson. Samson. Look up that story. Samson. What was the lady's name? Delilah. Okay.
Wasn't Henry Box Brown a slave?
Who?
Henry Box Brown.
Yeah. Yep. That's a good one. We know about Henry Box Brown. Remember, we talked about that in church. Henry Box Brown.
Oh, the one that made that.
Was he born in
traveled up
1815?
Yep, that's a good one. Now, you see how you remember that story about the slaves? That's good to know about slaves. But I want you to know something about Jesus, too. Now, let me tell you the last story about Jesus, and I'm done. Okay?